Okay, so making a video today, doing one of those YouTube friendly, everybody loves them, how to grow your YouTube channel kind of things. It's gonna be a weird format, kind of all over the place. It'll have the numbers the way that it normally does, where like numbers pop up, and then my suggestions of like how to grow your channel. I don't have a huge channel, so people might be like, who are you to tell me how to grow? But I'm staying consistent. I'm trying to grow stuff. I'm trying to be consistent with putting out videos and all that. So, yeah, stay tuned for the whole list. You'll see what I mean, because this will probably be closer to the beginning. But you see what I mean, and then you'll get to watch and experience. We'll do it. It'll be like a journey together. Who doesn't want to go on a journey in their house, like the comfort of your home? You could like get some pizza or something. Like you'd even pause the video, get like a really nice snack, and then come on their journey with it. So this is going to be another sort of ranty video. I think you can see a little bit more of my t-shirt. There's going to be an anime aspect to the channel, because why not? I can do whatever I want. I put stuff over here, I put stuff over here. Not really sure what the stuff's going to be. There's some weird little ghost looking thing over there. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do on the channel, I'll be honest. The channel is a very it's very much a grocery store, a Walmart, or a Target, if you will, where there's something for everyone, but I mean, it's literally something for everyone. So I mean, there will be videos for if you're having a stressful day and you want to watch, you know, a waterfall and take an hour during your lunch to decompress because your boss really stressed you out, or you know, you just need some wind down time after a long day at work, or you know, you got into an argument with a family member, a friend, your kids, what have you. There'll be videos like that. There will be gaming videos because I like playing games. It'll be mobile games. It'll be games on PlayStation. It'll be some Minecraft games, because I think I had to say this without making it sound like I'm saying people shouldn't do it. By all means do it. This is a great forum if you like the attention and you want to put something together, you want to be able to be creative, you want to be able to talk about what you want to do, whatever you want to be able to talk about, mess up, you know, try things new, potentially go viral, make money, all that stuff. And I don't think I've ever been misleading about this, but the point of this channel is to make money. Surprise! Like if you didn't know that before, that's what I'm here for. I vent, I do all the stuff that I'm doing, but like it ultimately to like make money, like to make this a full-time job. And then seeing how that goes. Do I think that it will replace like a full-time job? I mean, obviously that would be like the hope, right? Like I can do it full-time, I can invest more in editing and editors, people who have been doing it for a long time and can really quickly and seamlessly put things together. But until then, it's something that I genuinely enjoy. Like I like talking to you, whoever you are out there in YouTube land. It's fun. Like I enjoy being able to air things in this sort of a public forum and know that whatever I'm saying, like I can just say. Like there's no like, you know, in a normal conversation, you're talking and you're like, what's the person gonna say? How are they gonna judge me? Is this gonna go over well? Like, is this gonna offend them in some sort of? I can say whatever I want. I mean, I've honestly kept it a certain way, but I could honestly say whatever I want. I mean, I guess at some point YouTube could just like take down the channel, but then I can make a new channel. I just say whatever I want again, just do it all over again. The consistency can be daunting, because if you're not getting what you want out of it, like you have an expectation of, I'm gonna get tons of subscribers, like I'm gonna go, you know, Mr. Beast levels, like I'm gonna be, you know, the next ninja, or the next, just what biggest Minecraft YouTubers, biggest, you know, the Logan Pauls and all that. Like I'm gonna be huge because I saw their videos and I can do something similar. There's no guarantee with any of that. Like if you're going at it specifically saying, I'm going to make money off it, it's going to be difficult for you. Like I'll just be honest about that, because there are times watching, because YouTube, you know, being the joy that it is, it lets you watch real time how your videos do and like how many subscribers you get, and that can be a lot. It's like, you know, most anything else on social media, like you seeing the instant results of you putting stuff out there, like it can be a lot. And then other people saying like, hey, like I'm gonna do a DIY channel, I'm gonna do makeup tutorials, I'm gonna do gaming, and seeing other people making money, it can be disheartening to see your channel not performing, even if you're doing the same content. So like if I did a Minecraft video instead of the Spider-Man videos, are the ones I put up most recently, instead of putting up Spider-Man videos, put Minecraft videos. If they didn't get millions of views, but I'm doing the same sort of, you know, building a hut, or I don't know what you would be doing, that would be like the big push for Minecraft. Or like, I'm modding this type of creeper. I don't know, my son's trying to teach me a bunch of the terminology in the game. I would have to learn it if I start playing it, but like, I'm gonna do this thing. If your video doesn't perform the same way, you put up the same type of video as someone else, same length, and then your video does, let's say, 200 views. You gotta understand, that's gonna take time to grow everything. There's some weird criticism. There's a lot of stuff online about whether or not you should just post and see where things go. So it'd be kind of like a step one, decide what your niche is, or like niche down. Okay, so then, figure out what your channel is going to be. Is it going to be ASMR? Is it going to be reaction videos? Is it going to be gaming? Is it going to be DIY videos? Is it going to be, I'm trying to think of some other larger thing, makeup tutorials? Is it going to be a fitness channel? Is it going to be like anything? Like, what's your channel going to be? And while I respect that, that's kind of what everyone's doing, right? Like, everyone's doing the whole like, I'll find something specific, that'll be my thing, that'll be my niche, people will come to the channel, and if they don't want to come to the channel for that, then other people. And not to say be a jack of all trades, master of none, but if you're niching down so much, it kind of affects some of the other things that you need to do as far as creating content, and that can be difficult, right? Like, if there's a slow, dry spell, as it were, then what are you going to do about content? Like, what are you going to do? Like, I'm uploading every week. Cool, you're uploading every week. So if you're doing makeup tutorials, you get a lot of tutorials under your belt, and then you kind of like, okay, so like, what is the next thing that I'm going to do, right? Like, if you do, I don't know makeup, so maybe you can do makeup forever. Maybe that's the wrong example. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's gaming. Okay, gaming, perfect example. This is, again, a rant. This is going to be all over the place. So if you're doing a gaming channel, and you're like, okay, I'm doing PlayStation 4 games, and I'm doing, let's say, Call of Duty. Okay, so you do Call of Duty, and you're doing a bunch of Call of Duty games. That's great. That's fine. There's tons of people that love that stuff. But then what happens if there's no new Call of Duty game, right? Like, what if there's no expansions that come out? Like, you're just playing the same game. Like, what's the content that you're going to create moving forward? If you're always doing gaming, relaxation videos, ASMR, finance videos, which any finance advice, I'm saying this now, I'll say this in any other video I think to say it, my finance advice is to be taken with a grain of salt. It's an idea, like it's a concept based on like, here are things that I learned that might work. I am by no means a financial professional. I don't know if I'll put that in like the description. Like, don't take anything I say as financial advice, because I don't know how much I'm going to say about finance. But just know, grain of salt. Like, I'll try things, and if I have an idea, then I'm like, hey, maybe that'll work for you. Why not try it? Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. It's just like everything else. So niching down, that's kind of not stage one or step one, but like that's where everybody kind of starts. Like, okay, I got to figure out what I'm doing, and then I got to look at other YouTubers. That's stage two. Find other people doing what you're doing. So see what your competition is. Now that's good to a degree, right? Because you want to see what other people are doing, but you don't want to be exactly like everyone, right? Like, let's use music industry as an example. If you want to be an artist, you don't want to be exactly like everybody else. Like, you don't want to be exactly like Beyonce. You don't want to be exactly like Lil Wayne. You don't want to be exactly like Eminem. Like, you don't want to be exact. You want to do something that's similar, but you want to hook, right? Like something that will bring people back and be like, I'll choose you over that well-known name that I could just go to because you're doing something just like what they're doing. And I get that people's ideas are niche down and then make it your own kind of thing. But if you make it super hyper niche down, making it your own is going to be really difficult, right? And like staying consistent is going to be really difficult. Like, I play the most consistent thing I can think of as far as gaming is concerned. Because the other games, like PlayStation games that I play, a lot of them are random. The most consistent game that I play is Dragon Ball on my phone. That's great, but there are a ton of low points during that game where there's just not a ton of stuff coming out. So if I did a channel exclusively doing that, unless I'm going to just throw a bunch of money at like summoning, which is a part of the game, which is basically just a gambling aspect of the game because it's a gacha game. But if I'm going to throw a bunch of money at that, then fine. I guess I could manufacture content that way, right? And do like walkthroughs and stuff. But there are low points. Like, the game just has moments between like their celebrations, new characters coming out, that kind of thing, where there won't be content. And if you're trying to do consistency, it would be more difficult to come up with content. Not impossible. You can do it. There are YouTubers that I watch that do all sorts of fun, great videos that I watch that I find entertaining. but it's obviously a push, right, to do that, and not all of them can, because again, once you start, you know, as a term is with them, like with gambling in general, whaling and putting tons of money into it, you can make all sorts of videos. But if you're a smaller channel, like my channel currently is, I guess that's also depending on when you see it, but like smaller channel where you're in the first, like, you know, 100 to 1,000 subscribers, like before monetization, all of that, throwing a bunch of money at a game to then get people to watch videos about you playing a game is not feasible for a lot of people. Okay. So you want to watch other YouTubers, see what they're doing, and do something different. That's usually the advice. What I would say is try and do something completely different. Like, try and be original. Try and like, this is a platform where you can do anything. Like, I can make all these videos. I'm gonna do little, you know, cards that pop up. I might do fade in, fade outs. I'll throw things in here. Try and make it like interactive, just because I can. But all the editing that I'm learning, it's just me. You know, going on Adobe, figuring out Premiere, figuring out the mobile, what is it, Adobe Rush, that I did one of the other little quick edit video things that I did. Figuring all that out is me. I didn't go to school for it. I didn't, you know, oh, I know Adobe really well. This will be easy to edit the videos together. All the videos that I put out, like on a daily basis, I sit and edit and record and like do all of the sound mix and everything, which it's not currently perfect, but it's something, it's consistent. It's me being able to say, here are the things I want to go out and do. And I'm willing to go through that process of like the growth. And, you know, there's been some videos that have done better than others, some significantly better than others. But it's not a consistency yet, right? Like, it's not like every video is getting like thousands of views. All right, so you have, find your niche, you have copy a YouTuber, and then you have people talking about equipment. So I started out doing the YouTubing. I was just doing it through, which I'm sticking with currently, sort of, kind of, with the camera on the Mac. So the camera on the Mac, let's see. There it is, that's camera on the Mac. So camera on the Mac. So I was doing camera on the Mac and the lighting that was currently in the apartment over me. But then I realized it was casting like weird shadows, and I like seeing me. So now you can see me better because I bought like a little, you know, lighting set, like a little ring. So there's that. That's an investment. On top of that, I bought a mic. The mic, I'm gonna move the mic, it'll probably make sounds now. Bought it. Don't want to move it too much. Bought a mic. There, see, mic. Okay, so bought a mic. So now the sound quality isn't filtering straight through the speakers. That's great. For me, because I like the way the sound quality is now, as opposed to it going straight through the speakers. This mic, though, is very sensitive, so you're probably hearing the air conditioner that I'm running 24/7 because I refuse to sit in the apartment and just be hot. So you'll potentially hear the air conditioner in the background, depending on how I level out the sound or if I even choose to level outside. It is what it is. But again, it's this idea of how much of the equipment needs to be like prolific. Like, I need to get DSLR cameras, I need to get GoPros, I need to get all these different like rigs and lighting setups, and I got to do all these different camera angles. I'm going to cut this video in a very kind of jumbled way where you'll see numbers probably pop up in reference to like the advice that I'm giving, but it's going to be out of sequence. So you can cut the video however you want. You can edit the sound, you can put in music. I might put in music clips, I might put in videos. This video isn't really a monetization thing. I'm hoping that there isn't like a huge copyright thing, but I'm going to put something in it. I put something in some of the other videos that I've put out before now as well, and I'm just seeing how that goes. And, you know, if those don't get taken down, yay! But yes, so equipment. It's the third thing that people talk about. The last and the most important thing that I think that people talk about, say that they understand, but I don't think the full weight and gravity of it hits a lot of people, which is consistency. Consistency is just like working out. So the results are going to take time. I've been doing this. I have, again, and pull up my little style. I'll show you the real time of my, well, as of this video, my little dashboard stats. Okay, so for my analytics, there we go. Let's see if it'll zoom in. There we go. Won't do it. Okay, so I have, okay, does it have to be over my face to zoom in? Okay, so you've got like the 4,000-ish, it won't zoom in. Whatever. Okay, so it's about 4,000-ish watch hours and about 180 subscribers. right? So that's not terrible. I mean, it's a decent amount. Like the way that I've tried to push a lot of the videos I've done is stuff that I'm thinking about, stuff that I'm focusing on, so I can stay consistent. If other people are kind of latching onto it, watching things, great. That'll grow everything. And then as people comment, which again, comment below. If you guys don't say anything, I'm just gonna keep saying whatever I want. You guys will keep coming back and hearing me and my nonsense, which is fine by me. Like if you just want the channel to be me forever, just spouting stuff out and then just see what happens, cool. It'll just be like a one-man show and there's no interaction from the audience, which can happen. But like if you'd like to see other things, like you have to comment. Like just leave a comment saying I'm subscribing, right? And then I'll comment, or like I'll say something to your comment. That's simple enough. Tell a friend, tell a family member, watch it with your kids, what have you. I'll go over some topics that may be uncomfortable for you to address with your own kids. In the vein of what I was talking about being original, I'll go over things that maybe you don't want to talk about with your kids. About, society and how people are viewed and why things happen that way and uncomfortable questions. I'll even do uncomfortable question videos. Like, ask a black man what it's like in America, or what it's like to, go outside and look slightly angry, or anything, whatever. I'm open to it. The most important thing I can say, and this is again me starting brand new on the channel. Love the fact that you're doing it. Love the reason why. Love your why, right? Because it's a job. Ultimately, this is a job. This is a job for me. Like I work, and then once I sign off work, I do this job. I enjoy this job. I love being able to talk and interact with the screen and say whatever I want. And then after that, edit it however I want. Like the editing process is probably some of the more entertaining, being able to do like transitions and now being able to do like graphics and stuff and thumbnail creation and putting stuff up and then watching it grow. Like it's like watching, like an animal grow and learn tricks and stuff like that. That's what the channel's doing. Like it's growing and it's gonna morph into things that, who knows, I might, turn into the next, Oprah. And then the channel just turns into me talking about stuff. I interview people and then I'm like, I'm giving away a car. You wrote in and you talked about your cousin having, lost their job and now we paid their mortgages. I don't know, whatever. I'm open to pretty much anything. I just like being able to have the forum to just say whatever I want. And currently, I'm just doing the kind of videos that I'm interested in and will stay consistent with. If other people have ideas, you have to comment below. If you just watch the video and don't say anything, and then you're like, I don't particularly mind the channel, and I'd be interested in seeing what else he puts out, but let's see what happens, and you don't necessarily like the other things you see, that's kind of on you. Because I'm telling you to comment below and tell me what you want to see. There's no guarantee that I'll definitely do everything, but at least if you comment, you can be like, hey, guy, I told you the other day, or the other video, just do that thing, and then you didn't do it. So, I guess, I don't know. Scorpion Moon! You guys don't get why that's funny, but I do. And I enjoy doing things that I find funny. So for the cheap seats, Scorpion Moon!